Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Look, laces in my blue chucks, represent my bros first. Staring at my rollie bezel as I soul search. Run this money marathon till my soul's hurt. But no materials could measure what my soul's worth. I wanted everything, felt like I had no choice. Young niggas wishing on a store like Rolls Royce. Being honest, killing mamas when we sold work. I made a promise, give me options and I cold turk. Sick of sitting on the side while it's game point. Recurring dream, trying to scream but ain't had no voice. Crazy lady speaking tongues, said it's gon' work. Never vocalized my visions, actions was my spokesperson. Study rich niggas moves like my homework. Sacrilegious, however, streets was my own church. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental, look. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental, look.
Yo, man, it's gotta be that real hip-hop feel, man. Get these levels right. Alright, something like... You will now go back to when rap music had hard beats. When it was called hip-hop.
Live in the Cipher! Oh, Wednesday night, gotta get it right. Live in the Cipher, chills on the mic. You got cash, I'm worth it, pay me. You can't outfox me, so say that for Jamie. BKS1Radio.com. Hot like 5 kids, so ring me along. Got the industry corner with our own damn opinions. No Serato, it's authentic. When late night is spinning, the truth, the real. Hip-hop ain't dead, and if it was, we resurrected it. It's back to the essence, the bare essential. Storm Norm is the leader, we call him the general. Smooth P and Ghost, we rate and review. So if you're scared to spit the 16, don't come through. Ooh! Represent the real hip-hop. Represent the real hip-hop. Represent the real hip-hop. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the hottest hip-hop show on the net, live in the Cipher, baby. You got my man, Chill Mr. Keep It Real, Ladies Love, Smooth P, Short Fuse, DJ Late Night, and your man, Storm Norm the General on BKS1Radio.com, where we represent the real hip-hop.
Yo, man, it's gotta be live in the Cipher show.
BKS1 Radio.
You already know. You already know. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, we got some background music or anything? No?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Gotta get these intros popping, baby.
All right. Anyway, you officially on the live in the Cipher show. BKS1 Radio. WBKS1.com. We only been doing this for years. Salute, peace, and blessings to everybody on the check-in, man. Listen right now. The squad right here. Let me introduce the squad right here. All right. Yeah. All the way to my right.
Yes.
It's my man Smooth P.
In the building, y'all.
In the building. No doubt.
Yes.
Shout out to fam on the left. Right here, that's Cuzzo. Short Fuse, a.k.a. The Ghost.
Yes.
In the building.
It's good to be back. We was off last week.
Yeah. What up? Where the claps?
I feel like I was off a couple weeks. I was off for my birthday. I've been away for a while. I was off for my birthday. Was out last week. Now we back.
Yeah.
All right. Right here, sitting next to me
Mr.
right
Keep It
here.
Real is in the building.
Chill. Mr. Keep It
Mr.
Real.
Keep It Real.
We ain't that close.
Yeah.
I thought, all right, what's cool? Just let it run.
All right, let's get this thing, man. You know you at the Live in the Cipher Show, BKS1Radio.com. I just got to laugh sometimes. Keep it right. No doubt.
You're a funny guy.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Listen, we're going to talk about a lot today on the Live in the Cipher Show, BKS on Radio. There's a lot going on in hip-hop.
But you ain't telling who you are. Who are you?
Yeah. I'm Storm on the General. Listen, man.
The funny guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
Yeah, I'm the funny guy. Funny how? Funny who?
That was a good movie.
Funny why? Yeah. Shout out to
classic.
Joe Pesci, Goodfellas, and
Yes.
all of that. But we're going to talk about a lot today on the Live in the Cipher Show, man. BKS on Radio. Listen, right now, our artists, I'm telling y'all from the door, if you got new music, or music you want us to play on tonight's show, send it to my email right now to norm.bks@live.com. Yes, send it to us. We're going to rock it. We're going to play it tonight, give y'all some exposure. Also, if you think you got bars, some of y'all think y'all got bars, but you really don't have bars, give us a call right now, 646-233-1302. Spit some hot bars on the Live in the Cipher Show, BKS on Radio. So shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. We got a lot to talk about right now, but first and foremost and everything, how's the team doing? How's the squad doing?
I'm in. I'm cool.
Good.
I'm cool.
Good, man.
I'm
Can't
blessed,
complain.
man.
I'm alive.
Shout out to my mother-in-law, PM's mom. She's back home.
Yes.
She had I'm not keeping fun with you. She came through with a surgery. But what was crazy about it?
Wow. I didn't know.
Yeah, man. What was crazy about it? It was due to a medicine that she had took that she was
Adverse
prescribed, and it caused her stomach to ulcer, and it was blood, and it was a scary moment.
Some medicine.
One of those side effects.
Yeah,
She probably,
and that's what's scary about it. So like, it's funny. People was like, "Oh man, you can sue." Nah, you can't.
she
You
probably
can't
just had a
sue.
cold or a headache to start off with, and ended up with an ulcer.
But what? No. Actually, this is because it's medicine that she takes as a senior. So it's something that she had to take. But my thing is, pay attention to your body, everybody. Especially if you're taking medicines. Don't take nothing for granted. What I learned through this, don't be older or have an older mindset and be foolish. If you think you got a stomach ache, it could be more. If you think you got gas, it could be a heart attack. I mean, especially when you're older. And
You can't discount
don't
anything.
feel like you are a hypochondriac. If you feel like something is wrong, do it. And it's only by God's grace, unfortunately, that we caught her, got her into the hospital because she could have passed away.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's how serious it was.
Well,
So it was
this
crazy.
is what I want to say to everybody about taking these prescribed medicines that these doctors give to you. Don't just go on the doctor's face value that you think that they're out for your best interest and they're giving you this stuff. Look at what the side effects are for whatever the medicine that they're giving.
Absolutely.
You. Check the side effects before you take this medicine. I can tell you right now, one, I'm not big on just taking medicine anyway. So a lot of times I won't even take whatever you give me. My wife, she's Google queen when it comes to stuff like that. She's Google MD. So she'll look at, oh no, it says it could do this, that, and third. Oh, I'm not taking this. Don't just take stuff.
But you gotta be careful with that too.
Okay.
You gotta be careful with that too. Go ahead, go.
Now,
I know
I
you're
work
in the pharmaceutical
industry, right? So when you see side effects listed, and a side effect might feel like it's taking like a minute out of the commercial when they list every possible thing. It is just a way for companies to pay. It's a CYA. So they give it when they go through their clinical trials and they give it to people they test it and they say, we want you to report everything that you possibly felt, that you felt while you were taking this. Because they don't want to say, like a person say doesn't report, okay, I had a chest pain, but he don't put that down. Or if he could have had a chest pain and that had nothing to do with that specific drug, could have been anything.
Yeah.
If you say you had it, the company's going to list it. Possible side effects is chest pain, green, diarrhea, whatever, because they don't want you to come back later on and say, I had this issue, now I'm suing you because your medication did this to me and you didn't tell me. So a lot of the side, that's why they list so many side effects, but you're not guaranteed to get any of those side
you're not
effects.
guaranteed.
No, I'm just saying, so like,
And go. So
I want to tell you, be careful what prescriptions you take, but
I'll tell you the name.
I'm
of
not
the
turning you
medicine, too.
off to, like a lot of people will take it and be like, yo, I'm not listening to my doctor. I'm not going to tell somebody not to listen to their doctor.
Nah.
But just be conscious of what you're putting in your body and pay like Chill was saying. Pay attention to your reactions to what you take.
Yeah,
absolutely.
If that's the only thing that you're taking that changes,
I rock out with this.
If that's the only thing that you're taking that changes, and you start feeling something, you can kind of deduct what's causing your issue.
Okay.
And be careful about your drug interactions, because a lot of people, you get prescribed other drugs. That's why when you go to a doctor,
I'm very
if you go to a doctor and they ask you what other prescriptions are you taking, tell them everything. Even if it's just Tylenol or something over the counter, tell them everything you're taking, because if they prescribe you something and they don't know everything you're taking, it might have an adverse reaction to what you're taking.
Yeah. Real quick, the name of the medicine, and Ghost, you might know about, is Eliquis.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah,
Eliquis. That was the name. But as you said, now Eliquis might not make my stomach ulcerate.
Might not make yours. Yes.
It might make yours. But it made my mother-in-law's. And it just like I said, the thing that was happening, we had family over. She was relaxing, and she was playing. Well, actually, she was cooking, doing what she normally do. Said her stomach hurt. She goes upstairs the first time. They called the paramedics. They came. She said, "No, I'm fine. I'm all right." Next thing you know, 2 hours later, she thought she was taking Pepto-Bismol because she thought she had a stomach.
So she was feeling this for a while.
And next thing I know, she got ill. And then when we heard her sister call from upstairs, and she was on the ground and everything, and that was scary.
Yeah,
I remember that. So, but I'm just saying, take care of yourself. And the thing I just want, one last thing, and then we can move on. The thing that you got to be careful of too. It's listen. Nobody knows everything, but you gotta be careful of going online and reading and taking what's online, because that don't necessarily take you.
I tell Sandy that all the time. I'll be like, listen, Google is not an MD. It's not a doctor.
It's not.
Google is not a doctor. Yeah. Cut it out. You cannot, like he said, you see something online and you take it for face value. Well, get your behind up. Go to the ER. Go to your actual primary care physician or doctor, or whatever, and get yourself checked out. All right, so now we're gonna move on. Hip hop.
Yeah,
wrap it up for hip hop.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Hip hop show. Live in the Cipher Wednesday nights. All right, so we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right now. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. Let me just read some names real quick. Some people on the check-in. I see y'all in the building. Ray Nelson, Tracy Fleming, Tanya Wood, Michael McDaniels, Chris Bolt, Dewena Davis, Sneak Rothstein, Luis Valle, Raven Booth. What's up, cuz? What's up? We gotta hang out. Ray Nelson. All right, so let's get this thing on and popping. So the first thing we got right now, as far as hip hop news. All right, so the Game condemns Tekashi 6ix9ine star witness role. Snitching ain't the way.
100% agree.
And this what
we say disagree?
100% agree.
Oh, okay.
This what Game has to say. All right, so
go ahead.
Paparazzi caught up with the Game outside of Medmen in downtown Los Angeles on Tuesday, September 24th. Unsurprisingly, he was asked about his feelings toward Tekashi 6ix9ine, who took the stand last week as the government's star witness in the case against alleged 9 Trey members, Anthony Harb Ellison and Aljamiah Nuke Mack. All right. He goes on. It goes on to say, Game admitted he has sympathy for the 23-year-old only because he was naive to gang culture. However, he's adamant. He's adamant snitching is not the way to go. I feel sad for that kid, man. Game told TMZ. I feel sad for a lot of kids getting into this shit and don't know what they're doing, man. Claiming to be something they not, and this is how it turns out. At this point, I guess he got to do what he got to do to save himself. But snitching ain't the way, partner. That's trash. You got to do the time. You got to do the crime. You got to do the time. I don't care how long it is. We ain't snitching out here. And he got his reasons for saying. He got his reasons for saying that. When he asked if he thinks 6ix9ine has a future in music, Game says, "I don't even know what these kids are doing these days with this music. Maybe they condone snitching, but my generation don't fuck with that." During 6ix9ine's testimony, the disgraced rapper identified Jim Jones and Cardi B as Bloods, while detaining the inner workings of the non-trade gang Bloods. He also revealed he agreed to cooperate with the feds only one day after his November 2018 arrest. As a result, several of his rap peers have labeled him a rap or a snitch, including Snoop Dogg, who recently compared him, his potluck dinner party co-host, compared him to his potluck dinner party co-host, Martha Stewart. Wow, did he? Really?
Well, yeah, because she ain't say nothing.
she didn't
She took her
snitch.
time.
Yeah,
She
6ix9ine
did
was
time,
originally facing a minimum of 47 years in prison, but due to his cooperation, he could get out of prison as early as next year.
Oh.
He then has the option to go into the witness protection program. So, what?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get into it. Let's jump into it.
Yeah.
So, do you agree with what Game said? Chill.
You know what? I followed this thing closely.
Oh,
And I first thing I want to say is this snitch thing is bugging me out. First things first, I'm kind of like, and I want y'all thoughts on this thing here. All right, first of all, everything's illegal. I've been hearing this lately. If you are a civilian, the rules don't apply to you. But if you're in that life, it applies to you. So let me ask you a question. If we're all in that life, and you betray me, P, over money, and you want to kill me, I'm supposed to be your brother. Why is that okay?
But that's part of the game.
That's part of the game.
But see, that to me, that's all I'm saying. Think about what you're saying, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying what's right, what's wrong. Understand theoretically, you supposed to be my brother. You are my OG. You brought me in. I messed up some money. You want to kill me. I want to protect my life. In movie, now let me say this. In a movie, or not even a movie, if I do some slick-ish to sell drugs, I lie, I may have to kill an opposing gang to maintain my spot.
Exactly.
It's all illegal.
Yeah, part of the game.
It's all
part
illegal.
of the game, yes.
But that
the
term,
thing is that you have to accept responsibility for your actions.
For your actions.
but if I'm trying to save myself,
But-
if I get in a shootout
But, hey.
with a gang without no cops being around, I get a shootout, and I'm running. I'm trying to escape, right? I'm
Yeah.
trying to do what? To live.
Yeah,
Right.
That nobody's saying nothing foul, but I'm
Because
not.
that's not
that's-
you're not
that's
sitting in court telling other people to get them locked up to get yourself out of something that you
But
did.
if the dude tried to kill me,
47 years
You kill
to
him.
1 year.
This is my thing.
Absolutely.
This is my thing. As far as how I feel about snitching, again, it's a case by case basis. I'm gonna keep it 100. So again, if
As
it's-
a person
if-
as a person in the streets.
okay.
but why is
Because
that
it's
about the
different.
streets?
No,
Ain't loyal to
all right, so
nobody,
listen,
right?
No, if you're in
It's
that
a different-
lifestyle,
So listen, okay,
different.
even if you in that lifestyle, all right, I'm gonna say this: you don't have to implicate nobody, right? And I'm gonna keep this 100. I have a problem with the fact that he's implicating people that is not even
Had
relevant
nothing to do with this.
to the situation. So my thing is, listen, if it's to save my ass or whatever, okay. My main thing is going to be Your Honor or court, jury. I personally did not do this.
Yeah.
I did not do that. I wasn't here for that. I wasn't around this situation for that, and blah blah blah. Well, if you wasn't, sir, then who was? I don't know. And
Yeah, they not knocking on time for that. though.
okay. All right. So now here's the thing. So now on the stands is one thing, but you know they cut deals behind the scenes too.
Yeah, before you get up there.
They cut
Absolutely.
deals behind the scenes too. So if you look at if you look at Frank Lucas and American Gangster and all that, a lot of his snitching wasn't even in the courtroom. It was behind the scenes. It was behind the scenes.
Well, they
yeah,
make
but it all
they
comes
make
out
you-
when
yeah,
you snitch behind, because
yeah,
when the
but
person
you
goes
gotta
to court,
say it in
you got to come
court.
out.
right.
Exactly.
No. But he
They
again
set up the deals, like you said, behind the scenes.
again. Yeah, but again, my problem is why bring up Cardi B? Why bring up Jim Jones? Why bring up people that wasn't?
But with Jim,
Well,
they had him on phone
They
tap.
had him on phone tap.
And see,
and he said some things.
That's my
Exactly.
thing, though.
Cardi, no, I don't know why. Jim, I understood.
I want to get back to the.
Even though you shouldn't have did that either.
It's part of the game. But if I'm in the game, so let me ask you this.
Well, before I'm gonna let you say what you got to say. Let me cut you off real quick though.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. All right, so we both in the game, right? We doing all kind of legal stuff together, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we doing illegal stuff together, we know that we good because I got stuff on you, you got stuff on me, right?
Okay.
So now you get caught all of a sudden, right? Mm-hmm. And the word on the street is like, yo, chill out there. He died. Yo, what do you think is going to happen? See, so this is what happens to you. So what happens next is even if you get back on the street, people know you're snitch now. So what do you think happens to you? If people know that you were snitching, you get not labeled, you get murdered. Because if I know that you can and will implicate me if you get caught, or if jokers have any kind of inkling before you get caught that they think that you going to rat, you will be murdered in the. They will find your body somewhere, chopped up, shot up, whatever up.
Agreed.
So that's what I'm saying. If you are in it, you have to be in it. You can't straddle the fence. You
Pete,
can't have one
See,
foot
this
in.
is
I'm
what
gonna be half a gangster.
I got one other thing to
until I
say.
get caught.
But what if I did something, but somebody tried to kill my son or my wife? They ain't in the game. Why is that pulled in?
But then if you if that's their lifestyle, then you go after them.
No, but
the whole
see,
thing is
that's what I'm saying.
my thing is this: is if we're all into something, and then they arrest us all, and they come to me and say, "Yo, Fuse, we only really want Norm."
Yeah, exactly. If you tell us
So if you tell us what he's doing, we're gonna give you time off.
Exactly.
I get that.
No, but if we all doing dirt,
Exactly.
and it's the lifestyle I chose to be in,
Exactly.
no, give me what I will take
Now
what
I'm
I
good.
did.
Exactly.
I don't know what he did.
I don't know nothing.
But let
You
me-
got a case to build. You build your own case. I don't know what he did. I did what I did, and this is what I'm riding for. But you can't that's my issue. You signed up for this.
Exactly. And to answer
You
your
know
question,
what goes into this.
you
My
said-
issue-
you said,
my
why do they
issue
go
is-
after the family, because guess what? If I can't get you, I'm going to get the
But
best.
see,
And now his family's in trouble.
There's
Exactly.
no
Yeah, most
rules.
definitely.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. We're acting like these are written rules. That
Oh, no,
everything.
there are rules.
There are no rules in the streets.
No, there are rules.
No, there absolutely
See, the
are
reason I
rules.
say that,
There absolutely are rules
in
in the
theory,
street.
y'all
what you're
say
saying.
that.
No, I get
in
what you're saying.
theory, y'all say that. But in truth, I just gave you an example. If Tekashi did it, why are you murdering or trying to get at his innocent mother?
Because you know why? Because I
Because you're
can't
gonna
get to
get somebody.
But it's
I'm
but
gonna
that's
get to
breaking
you.
rules to me.
No,
what I'm
that's
saying,
not- no.
That's not breaking-
you
that's
just
not
told
breaking
me-
rules of the street.
Y'all just said this. Y'all just told me this.
Chill.
Charge it
That's-
to the game,
Chill.
That's
right?
cattle
No,
cheese
hold
on
on, hold
board.
on, hold on.
Right.
The part of the game is
That's
if I
cattle
can't
on
get to you, I'm getting to
somebody.
whoever's close to
Whoever's
you.
close.
But
And
then-
that's always been
That's
the
the
case.
streets.
I get it.
You're gonna
I get
feel
what
it
you're
somehow.
saying. But I'm just trying to get y'all to understand the theory. Just think about what you are telling me.
I mean,
if
you're
that's
trying
the
to put
case,
the street. You're
get
trying to
the
put
one guy.
logic to
It's the
something that's
streets.
But that's
criminal.
and everybody's trying to put logic on Tekashi. If somebody, and I'm
No, there
saying
is
this, I'm
logic on
not,
Tekashi.
for anybody that snitches, and there have been
Somebody's life,
True
man.
gangsters.
Somebody's
I am
life is
not
going to be
justifying
taken.
the snitch.
Listen.
there are
Call
true.
in.
Yeah, this is interesting. Bro.
Call in.
This is interesting.
I'm not
Call in right
justifying the
now.
snitch.
646
233
1302.
Very interesting.
If you would snitch in a situation where you're about to do 50 years.
If you're in the streets.
No.
If you're in the streets.
Let's preface that.
No,
You're
can
in the
I
streets.
finish
And-
I'm talking to the listeners. If you would snitch in a situation where you're about to do 50 years in jail, all right? I want to know, would you snitch? Would you sing like a bird? Be honest, to save yourself. Would survival, self-preservation
That's my point.
kick in at that point?
No.
Because you're about to do 50 years. Call in 646
233
1302. They don't be listening. I'm like, just to the listeners.
No, I'm asking. Well, we can ask questions. No, I won't do it. I'm doing my 50 years. If I did something that's gonna bring me 50 years, and I know I'm responsible for what I did, I'm not snitching on nobody else to get myself off.
And absolutely
Because that don't change the fact that I did what I did.
But also, listen what he said, for self-preservation. So I'm going to
I
go
wouldn't
for
do it.
self-preservation for myself and now put my family in danger. Absolutely
They're
not.
going to be in danger regardless.
No,
If you don't
not
talk-
if you shut your mouth. Absolutely not.
You think that's how the streets roll?
If you run your mouth,
If you don't talk, they ain't going after
they're
you.
not worried
All right.
about
I
that.
just- disagree. I can give y'all plenty of-
So listen, you don't, wait a minute, I forgot. None of y'all up here watch Power. You don't watch Power.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I see
So
that a
you
little
seen
definitely
it this
watch
week?
Power. Absolutely, yeah.
All right. So chill. You can rock with me with this. So
Even with that,
no, hold up.
take that situation.
Hold up.
Exactly.
So, hold up. So you know, Tommy rode up on Proctor.
Yes.
He rode up on him with the AK or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Whatever. He lit him up because he was a rat.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
All
When he
right.
found out he ratted.
So
yes.
before,
So said rats get killed.
before he killed him, what did Proctor say to Tommy?
This ain't over.
When he didn't care.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He did. This ain't over.
He said, "This ain't over."
Yeah.
And because why? He had something else on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. That
That
still
little
can get
thing on his
exposed.
wife. I mean, his little girl. Yeah.
That still can get exposed. I try not to put it out there.
Okay.
But yeah, you got to read me, bro. So like that
I know
still
what
can
I'm
get
talking about.
exposed. That still can get exposed once he loses his life. So in instances on the street, you don't know what information somebody put aside for whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Right? So this happens all the time. Somebody may have a laptop tucked away. Somebody may have a hard drive, a flash drive, something anywhere somewhere else where somebody else can see, listen, if you think I only got one copy of the videotape
Yeah.
or the cell phone file, whatever like that, you mistaken. I got mad copies. I ain't letting you know where these copies is. Now listen, if I get through this okay, my family get through this okay, those copies are destroyed. Anything happens to me, this is going to get exposed. So what I'm saying is, again, even that mentality is self-preservation.
Yeah.
It's self-preservation.
It is.
But let's
I'm not
take it-
trying to do 50 years in jail for nobody for no street cred, bruh. I'm not doing it.
Even if you did the crime.
If I did the crime, now
That's snitching. If you
that's
did a
what we're
crime,
talking about.
that's what I'm talking about.
Listen,
I'm not talking about getting
if I
arrested.
did the crime, and I know I did some dirt or whatever like that, then it's no need. I don't need to put everybody else.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
No. I get that. But certain things, they're coming to him saying like, listen, if you give up such and such, we knocking 10 years off your sentence. If you give up such and such, we knocking 20 years off your sentence. If you give up such and such, we knocking this off your sentence. And my thing is, I still say, we can say all this right now, but self-preservation kicks in.
Let's go.
I don't think everybody's being real about that.
If I did the thing that they said, if like they
I gotta
had
eat
Tekashi
it.
for 47 years for stuff that they know he did.
He did. Exactly.
We're gonna knock this off. We know you did it, but we'll throw this out if you give us somebody else.
If you give us these bigger
no,
fish.
if you know I did it and I know I'm guilty and you got the evidence in front of me, I'm eating that. I did that.
I guess what
okay,
makes me laugh-
I'm not going to give somebody else up, and I know I did the crime just to get my time short.
I guess what it is with me, what makes me laugh, and I
mean, there's no
understand
honor
the
no
theory.
more.
I understand the theory. Don't get me wrong, but in a world where the streets ain't loyal to nobody, bruh.
So what you're telling me is if me and you did a crime, chill, and
Exactly.
we both did
So
the
I got-
crime,
I gotta
and they
kill-
locked
I
us
gotta
both up, and they
kill
said, chill,
you. You
we're
tell
going to let you
listen.
out early. If you tell on Jeff, you
But-
be like, oh, you know what? Yeah,
But
Jeff
check
did
me
it.
out.
He shot, he drove, he
But
got
no,
the
no.
money in his house, it's buried in his backyard, and
no
oh,
here's
he's going to
the
get 2 years.
Here's the
Nah,
problem
man.
that I have with that. Let's say
Nah,
we
man.
see in the streets. If we want to keep it gully, we keep it gully. If I got locked up, we did a crime together, and I happen to have a good lawyer, and I got out earlier than y'all did. Speculation comes in.
Nope, 'cause
that
you gotta-
because
you gotta
this
see
is
paperwork.
facts. This
If-
is
if you
no.
have
This
trust,
listen,
you gotta
listen.
see
This
paperwork.
is facts. I've known people. You can go in. You can see people
assume
in the
anything you
streets
want.
assume.
Yeah, you can
sometimes.
assume
So
anything you
there
want.
is sometimes when somebody just because they got out early doesn't mean that they're a rat. But people assume, and there are people that got murdered over that.
You see the
and
discovery,
come to
though.
find out.
Yeah, you're right.
You see the discovery, though.
Hey.
It's on paperwork.
Let me say this. Let me talk about paperwork first. Let me say this too. There's a lot of ish about paperwork because what I see happening is the streets, they know stuff. People at the end know stuff before it gets out.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of assumption, just like it's assumption on the good side. And all I'm saying is it's funny to me how crime, the streets have no rules. No rules. They'll do anyone everything. I'll shoot your mother. I'll kill
And
this.
they
I'll sell
absolutely
that.
have
I'll do
rules.
that. But then somebody gonna snitch is wrong.
Yep.
Well, let me take
Yo,
it.
that's
Since we went to the power thing, let me take it to another dynamic of that show. Right?
Okay.
You
Okay.
have, and then we can move on. You have Ghost, and you have Tommy, who were once brothers, who were once partners.
Right,
did a
right.
lot of dirt.
Right.
Now each are trying to kill each other.
Right, right,
They want to
right.
kill each other. They want each other dead. Even in trying to kill one another, still will not go to the police and say, "Hey, I know he
Goes
did
talk
this.
to Angela like a
Hey,
mother, bro.
I know
Stop.
he did that." That was different though. That was his girl,
Stop.
and
All
she
through
got
the first scene.
killed.
But why? But why won't neither one of them go to the police? Because they both know they got dirt. They got
Exactly.
their own personal dirt.
Exactly.
Or whatever. I'm not going to the police
But-
knowing that I killed and shot up 20
It's-
people. That's
See,
how Ghost
now,
is thinking.
in chat, God's Transformers movement said he's a snitch because he did so much.
Right.
Now he's not a snitch if he didn't do anything.
If he didn't do
The
anything,
problem
it's
is
not
you got yourself in the street life and not about that.
Now,
he
did he-
made, now
yes.
he made it worse because he's snitching
exactly.
Exactly.
on
So-
everybody,
so-
and that his life is in jeopardy. Life is in jeopardy now.
Shout out. I'm going to clap that up.
Yeah.
I'm going to clap that up.
Who said that?
And
Who
then
was that?
God's Transformers movement.
Okay.
Listen, if you want to call, he's on Man Cave show
This is interesting.
every morning too. Listen, if you want to call in and chime in on this, call in right now. 646
233
1302. Here's another
Oh,
addition
just man up, man.
to the story.
Basically. No, it's
exclusive.
facts.
Judge orders 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods lawyers to destroy evidence.
I didn't hear
Judge
that.
orders 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods lawyers to destroy evidence. Now, real quick, I'm gonna read this to y'all real quick. Shout out to All Hip Hop News. A judge overseeing the high-profile trial, 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods member, has agreed to destroy key documents which could expose informants.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
Judge Paul A. Engelmeyer signed off on a protective order filed by the lead prosecutor,
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jeffrey Berman, requesting all 3,500 material to be destroyed when the trial ends. Each defendant is precluded from taking any 3,500 material or any copies of any cooperating witness or non-law enforcement witness with him to any jail facility, or possessing any 3,500 material of any cooperating witness within
You know what's
any
crazy about that?
jail facility, either before, during, or after trial, except that each defendant may review 3,500 material of the cooperating and non-law enforcement witnesses when in presence of defense counsel.
Interesting.
All right, so that's interesting.
That's discovery.
Wow.
You're supposed to be able to get discovery.
Wow.
You're supposed to be able to see who your accusers
So now
are.
if they go sit in jail and they try to appeal their case, they can't go over a lot of the evidence to see if anything
Wow.
was mistaken or anything was missaid or anything
Absolutely.
like that. Wow. So basically they're saying you just going to
You're
sit.
screwed.
Because
Yes.
we're going to protect our confidential informants regardless of what's going on.
No doubt. No doubt. Now, listen. So, now we talking about this kidnapping thing, right? So, I got the video, and the video's been exposed already, of the whole kidnapping situation with 6ix9ine. And this is interesting on a lot of levels. All right? So, now there are people that's looking at this video saying, I can understand why he snitched, because his own people
He's a
got him
victim.
kidnapped.
It's a victim.
I know somebody personally who got kidnapped, who was in the life.
Okay.
And he didn't
Okay.
go to the cops
Again,
and snitch
it's
nobody.
case
They were
by
going to kill
case
him.
basis. It's case by case.
See, that's what
basis.
I don't get the well, I get the understanding. Once again, I understand that the
He
theory
was
of
in the streets.
But if I bring you
Part of the
in
game.
and groom you up, I groom you up. I know you ain't about the life, but I am. I groom you up, and then I basically extort you.
Well, no, they didn't groom him. That's all they were doing.
Nah, P.
They were extorting him.
No, my
He
thing
was-
is this:
he was
he
protected.
was
He was
a
paid-
regular rapper.
he was paid
they
for
saw
protection.
They
Look.
saw how he looked. They groomed him up to be this dude, and they put this. They inducted him into the 9 Trays.
He said
He really
on
was
stand
front.
that they gave him his career.
Yes.
They are facts.
No, he knew what would blow him up, and they all parties used each other for their
They
benefit.
used each other for
But
their benefits.
yes,
Absolutely.
that's fair. That's fair.
But now, if you
Absolutely.
know you signed into that, don't
And you
pay
talk-
somebody.
and you talk
in
in-
the trial. Now, I'm not even saying that's not in the trial. You told somebody, "I'll give you $10,000 to put out a hit on somebody,"
yeah.
On
and
video.
then you sit there and say, "Oh yeah, I paid him the money to go do it."
Well,
So you asked me
listen,
to do something for you. I did it because you paid me, and now you gonna get you. They didn't know I did it, and you sit there and tell me, "Yeah, he went and did it." What?
Now,
And then you
Like,
gonna
you
come
did
and
that.
tell
You
me to
did that.
go get 20 G's when I'm supposed to be your boy.
But no, you did that.
He did that to a rival,
If I'm dirty,
not
he did-
somebody in
No,
his crew.
yes, it was somebody in his crew
It
who
was
did
somebody.
the shooting.
be
Oh,
honest.
yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
if I'm dirty too,
After it happened, though.
if I'm dirty too, I'm not snitching. Now, if I'm in
No,
that
man.
life, listen. If I'm in that life, I'm not snitching. If I'm not in that life, and somebody's I'm about to do 75 years, and I'm not in that life
Bro.
for some shit.
I can name.
I don't know,
listen,
bro.
There's some true gangsters.
Y'all
that
listen,
got out.
listen.
Nicky
I hear,
Barnes,
I hear,
Grateful
I hear
Edmonds,
all this tough shit that a lot of people
Alpo.
talking
You
right
can
now.
go on and on and on. There's some dude, and it's like you said, Storm. I gotta say that because Alpo always says, and I listen to like a lot of his interviews. I've done a lot of his read. He said he got to live with that. Now there are also some gangsters that
Are you
took
talking about
their
when
way.
he killed my man?
Yeah,
Son.
yeah. He
But
said
I'm
he got
saying,
brother. But there's some.
If I'm in that life, I'm
yeah.
not snitching.
Now there's
if
some.
I'm in that life,
There are
but a
some.
civilian,
Little D.
Most civilians
There's
gonna
a gangster
snitch.
called Little D who used to hustle in
That's what we're
Oakland.
talking about. We're talking about if you're in that life. We're
Right,
talking about
right.
if you're not in your life, you're not snitching. You're not in that. You're not doing that. That's
Little
not what you're
D
built
took
for.
the weight.
There's a Joker.
Lucky
There's
Luciano.
a Joker
There's
running
dudes
around
that took the weight.
playing for right now.
But it's just I guess I'm just challenging the fact that if there's no rules in the game illegally, I can sell as much. My goal is to get rich as I can. I could kill. I could do whatever. Now that one rule comes, I got to abide by it or get mad at the one who rats at me. Why can't I charge it to the game if I get caught?
No, you
Implicating
do.
him.
You charge to the game. The person who sits in jail, you charge the game. Yeah, I got ratted out, but you gonna get the person who did it.
we got
That's charged to the game too. Then
Let me see this.
you
comment.
you know
This is good.
you know
This
it's gonna
is
be
good.
rats. But it's just funny to me, boy, that people justify people not accepting responsibility for their
And I
actions.
agree with that too, Ghost.
That's
He
crazy.
should have some.
Shout
Go
out
ahead.
That's what we
Carla.
do.
Carla on the check and said, snitching. Never mind. I got it. And then Carla said, what are we talking about? Just got here. She said, snitching. Never mind. And Abdul said they're talking about the role of snitching involving Tekashi. Yes. And then we about to move on to another subject too.
Yes.
So y'all stay right
This-
there because
this- this is crazy.
I want y'all.
Be like Bobby
Feedback.
Smurder. Take your time.
Yeah, no doubt.
They offer Bobby Smurder less time so his boy can give up. He got less time. His boy wouldn't got the same amount of time. He's like, nope.
One other
We
quick
both
question.
gonna have the same time. I ain't saying nothing.
I
Go
want
ahead,
all
both
y'all to
said.
be fair.
Go ahead, and then we move
If
on.
they would have offered Tekashi 2 years and he didn't snitch, would you respect him?
If they'd offer him 2 years, he didn't snitch.
Yeah, say if the feds came
from
to him.
47?
From
No, I'm
47?
just hypothetically. If he first came in, they said, Tekashi, you know what? We really want your boys. We want to get them the big time, but I just want you to talk. I'll give you 2 years. And then he said,
I want you to
no.
talk. Well, they're not giving him 2 years if he don't talk.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
I'm just saying, theoretically, if they did, let's just say if they said he's going to get 2 years, he didn't talk, he left. Would you be like, all right, it's
He ain't
cool now?
snitch.
But then if he got murdered, just for the fact that he went on Hot 97 by one of his boys, it just is what it is? Is
When he went on
that
Hot 97 by one of his boys, what was he talking about on Hot 97?
when he was on, I said Hot
All right,
97.
so Abdul Qadir Muhammad says, have we forgot Little Kim never snitched?
Exactly.
Remy never
It's
snitched.
a lot,
Time.
a lot of people never snitch. Now listen,
Yeah,
listen. We're talking.
And that's the same thing God's
What-
transform movement said. Lil Kim did time for not snitching.
Yeah,
But that's only like a couple of years. She wasn't facing 50, 60 years.
We're talking a couple years as opposed
But
to
if you did the
50,
crime
60
for 50,
years.
I
if you
know what you're
did
saying,
the crime
Ghost.
for 50 and 60 years,
You
then
gotta
do
eat
your
it, man.
time.
You gotta eat it.
I don't
You
care if
gotta
it's
eat-
1,
That's a
10,
old-
but if you did it, do
That's
your
a
time.
old Beretta son.
It's
If you
easy to
can't
say it.
do
I'll
the
tell you one
time,
thing, boy. I never
Alright,
do nothing with
don't-
none of
so-
y'all.
crime.
so-
you
no,
even
just
end up
say
with a mistake if something happens.
Well, I'm
Y'all
a
can forget
civilian.
about
I'm
it.
a civilian, so the rules
I
don't count
never,
to me.
I never said I would. I never said.
Nah, man, I
never said-
know.
I'm a
I never
civilian.
said I would
Even if
snitch.
we do a mistake, something happened. Nope, chill.
I'm
you
a
stay away
civilian.
from me.
The rules don't apply
stay
to
away
me.
from
I
me.
can rat. I tell everybody, I'm a rat. I'm a civilian. The rules don't apply to me, so I'm safe.
Look, that just
No,
gonna
I'm
be-
not.
you could get in a car accident. He gonna tell on you.
No,
Nope.
listen.
He was texting.
Nah,
You know
Facts.
There are some people though that's in your
That's
circle that
crazy.
you never could bring in court.
I
with
get
you
that.
because your ass would be grass. All right, so
Go ahead.
let me try to get to this, man. y'all funny as hell. But all right, so let's finish producing
ahead.
the show.
Go ahead.
So all right, so we talking about Tekashi.
This is interesting.
Yeah, so we got actually the clip of the kidnapping that we want to run, and this is why people saying the people that's siding with him saying I can understand why he's doing what he's doing because his own people got him kidnapped. All right, so here's the clip.
Quédate que no te vas para la calle. Pero voy a dejar que se vaya.
Hello. You have reached.
Run it, nigga. Give me everything, nigga. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car, nigga. Get in the car, nigga.
Don't stop. Wait. Chill. Where your man at? Where your man at? Give me your money. Where your money at? Where your money at? Get in the car. Get in the car. All right, get in the car. We gonna shoot you.
No, you just get in the car. Get in the car. Open it.
Open the door.
Let me open it. I'll give you everything. Get in here.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Get in there. That's what I'm doing. Get the fuck in here. Ain't nobody in here. Ain't nobody in here.
Why you doing all that, man?
I want to talk to you.
About what? About what? About what? Why you ain't holler at me? What you need, Shorty, man? Give me the book.
I'll try to call you, bro. I'll put it on everything.
So why ain't got your number?
Because I asked for your number. They told me to change your number. I'll put it on everything I love, bro. I put it on my daughter's life, bro.
Bugging though, son.
You know I gave you
Bugging,
25K.
son.
I've always been right by you.
Yeah, but why you do me like that, bro?
I've always been put money in your pocket, bro. I'm scared, bro. I don't know. Things feel like, yo, extortion this. Where the fuck is everything, man? I'm on the car with you. Get in the car with us, man. Bye, nigga. Bye. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Get out of here.
You gonna talk to him. You gonna talk to him.
Get in the car.
Right. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Wait. I have to make sure everything good, man. We gonna talk to him. That's it, man.
It's good, man. You know.
El sistema OnStar no está activado. Para activar su servicio, presione el botón azul de OnStar ahora o llame al 1-888-4 OnStar. Conectando con OnStar. Esta llamada puede ser registrada para...
Everybody's open.
Oh, okay.
See,
okay.
all right. See, all
Crazy.
Right, so seeing that, and then they mention names and all of that. So, like, at the end of the day, a lot of cats he snitched on. Not saying it's right, but it's cats that he thought he was cool with that did him dirty.
Bro, if you're a real street dude,
All right,
I'm just saying.
All right.
Let's be real.
No, I hear you.
If
bro.
you're a real street dude, I get it. I get it. He's scared to death, but the scared joker is the worst joker to be around. A scared joker will kill you because of self-preservation. I know it. I had a boy die because of a scared joker. Stabbed him in the heart. Bled out. Joker was scared to death. So a scared joker is the most dangerous joker. So if you that scared and you that worried, you go take care of business. You don't go run and tell nobody because you in the streets. You're a street dude. You're a thug. I'm such and such blah 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 blah. Suck my blah blah blah. Can't nobody touch me blah blah blah. Knock it off, man. You're not a tough guy. You never was a tough guy, and now you got to eat all of this. And I hate to say it, a year from now it's gonna be a whole nother story. Cause like I said behind the scenes earlier, his release date, he might get out at 3:00. And we might have a hitting news story at 3:59. Tekashi 6ix9ine was shot multiple times. Blah 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 blah. So that's how it's gonna go down.
The thing that I might be wrong.
You'll never
on
know when he's getting out.
Yeah, and I might be wrong on this too. The funny thing about it is, I'm not saying these dudes ain't true gangsters or street guys. The guys that he's running with.
Oh no, the guys that he was running with, they real.
But here's the thing. What I've realized is it's still about money. Money, money, money. And what I mean by that is these dudes are doing it through extortion.
Yeah.
That means they force some money. Their money might not be as long as, say, a big-time drug dealer who could put money all over the country to find that dude. Like when the mob, Sammy the Bull was on the run, he literally, even though he moved to California, he literally had to be afraid for his life every move that he made.
Everywhere, yeah.
But for this set of gangsters, they might be primarily in New York, and they could be hidden. He could be hidden somewhere. Now, the thing that scares me, and I'm saying this personally right here, right now. We better take this gang. This gang, it's serious.
Get out,
bruh. What amazed me more than anything, and this gets back to what you said about him telling on, and officially he really didn't tell on Jim. Jim did all the talking through the phone, which was tapped.
I mean, he didn't even say much. He said you had to handle that.
Come on.
Yeah, but Tekashi threw him in the pot, I guess.
Oh, Tekashi said
because of the wiretaps.
But I think what Tekashi said that he's a blood.
He said he was part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't have to say. He could have just. They had him on tape. That don't mean he was a part of it.
Yeah.
He went around and said, "Oh, he's a member of this." That was never said.
Now I
in the
never heard
conversation.
about Cardi. It's funny. Cardi admits it.
Well, no,
yeah, but she's not. She said she's not part of that set, though.
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
She never denounced being a blood, but she's like, "No, I'm not part of them." You know, which I don't know. If you're in music, how about being music? How about being that gang?
And not trying to be funny, man. Like, part of that being in a gang is part of the lore of making these dudes superstars. So is that really a bad thing? If you tell the crime, I'm more worried about. P, if I happen to say you a blood,
this is my thing. No, my thing with this whole situation. It was a business arrangement. I want to use your clout to make me a bigger person.
Yes.
Make my rap career blow.
Okay.
Yes. And he
It
abused
should have just been that way. I don't need to be in the car with you filming while you doing whatever dirt you doing.
Yeah.
I don't need to be asking you to shoot at nobody. I just want to use your presence in my videos and my association with you to build me up. I don't need to be doing all extra. But once you chose to be part of all that,
that's
then
fair.
you accept responsibility for every part that you were part of. And you say, we want him. I don't know what they did outside of this. You got me for being here, here, and here. Cool. I'm going to take my time for there. Because they didn't have to go that way. He didn't have to be part of those. You didn't have to be in the car from that point. You didn't have to ask the guy to shoot at somebody.
But doesn't that go reverse too? In that
no,
I should know that I'm bringing
culpability on
this
both sides.
sucker guy in here?
It's culpability on both sides. But did Shotty rat?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Nope. He took his time. He ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
And that's why he ain't had no trial. He took his time.
All right, so
let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
It's good. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
We're gonna lighten it up with Will Smith, and then we're gonna go back to Dame Dash,
one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Music on.
Yeah. So
one of the greatest of all time.
Will Smith turning into infamous crime boss in new movie. So if you haven't heard, Will Smith about to be in a new movie. I think it's about the life of Nicky Barnes. So shout out to all hip hop news. Will Smith is set to depict yet another real life figure as the star of a new film about crime boss Nicky Barnes. The actor, who took on roles inspired by real life people in films like Concussion, The Pursuit of Happiness, and Ali, will headline The Council. It's called The Council for Netflix. The production will rejoin Smith with his Concussion director Peter Landsman, who also wrote the script.
I can't see this.
Now, I can see it.
It's going to be interesting, though. I can't see it.
Yeah, I can see it. The project centers on the drug ring Barnes ran in 1970s Harlem. Nicky Barnes, real name Leroy Nicholas Barnes, was a mobster until he was arrested in 1978 and sentenced to life in prison. He later became an FBI informant and lived out his days in the Witness Protection Program before losing his battle with cancer in 2012. Now, then you got Teray. Shout out to Teray. Teray expresses concern about, I'm saying it that way because I want to. Teray expresses concern about Will Smith's Nicky Barnes biopic idolizing gangster drug dealers. Come on, bruh. You in this game too as a journalist. Come on, really? Are you really expressing
concern about Will's
It's going to inspire somebody to become a gangster.
You know how many?
Okay.
Shut up.
Stop it. I totally agree.
Shut up.
Exactly. I wanted to read you.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say I am kind of baffled at why it's a show, man. We're supposed
and
to
it's
talk.
good. It's good. It's good.
It baffles me about why we always want to glorify that life and then we want to complain about it later. The more we glorify it and show, the wealth that these people had and the women and the cars and the lifestyle that they live, it does make a young mind want to be like, I want to be just like, because just think about it. Coming up, all the kids wanted to be like these people because they seen them.
Man, ain't nobody complaining when Godfather put out there. Ain't nobody complaining when Scarface put out there. Nobody's complaining about this though.
I'm not saying just black. I'm talking about the exploitation. Period. Especially Godfather and Scarface and stuff like. I mean,
Torre wasn't saying nothing about none of
what Joker didn't have a Scarface poster?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't saying nothing about that. My issue is if you only show one end of it. Now, if the movie comes out and you just show Nicky Barnes being rich and you don't show the downfall, him getting life in jail and all that, if you don't show the whole movie, then that's my problem.
This is the beef I have with it because Torre, as an accomplished hip hop journalist, and I've been following this dude for a minute and whatever. Some things I agree with, some things I disagree with. For the fact you're expressing concern in 2019, bruh.
Yeah.
About Will Smith, Nicky Barnes biopic, idolizing gangster drug dealers. Where you been with hip hop, bruh? People been idolizing.
Wow.
Gangsters for a minute,
forever.
Your whole life for a minute.
Jules in chat said, didn't hear no one complaining about Denzel Washington or Wesley Snipes or Lawrence Fishburne.
Exactly. So, Torre, come on, bro.
And
listen, keep up with the times. Real quick, let me just get through this right. So, at the moment, Hollywood seems to be infatuated with historical dramas covering African American crime bosses. FX's Snowfall series tells the fictionalized story of the rise of crack cocaine in 1980s era Los Angeles. But look who put that series out. It was John Singleton.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We are telling our own stories of stuff that we've seen based on experiences or through the life of somebody else. That's just what art is. Period.
Facts. And I can only speak for myself. I enjoy these films. I'm infatuated, but I watch all of the miniseries, all the DVDs of all the famous drug dealers and things they've done. But that don't mean I want to be one.
But it does.
You understand what I'm saying?
It does. Might drive someone that. Well, let's put out a series or movie about Black Wall Street. Let's put out something about
that was done.
I'm saying like let's do some positive. I didn't. What's the name of the movie if it was? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for Spike to do
I'm just saying, like, I get it. It's history and all, but we got to stop glorifying negativity. Period. And then, like I said, and then get upset about negativity. We can't have both. We can't glorify it and think it's so great and put it on a pedestal, but then when it happens to us or around us or our kids come into that, then we want to know where we went wrong or how society has wronged them. No, if it's the only thing that they're seeing, you know what I'm saying? If it's the only thing that you're seeing and it's it's the way that you see that people got ahead and if I'm gonna be rich, I could be rich quick like this.
Mom,
and I
can
have
this. Announced that it was gonna be done.
Say it again.
It was announced that it was gonna be done. It didn't come out yet.
But so I get it. I get what Torre is saying. Like Norm said, though, I mean, where have you been, though? I mean, it's been glorified forever. But my thing is, do we have to keep on glorifying it?
You can't win. You can't win. You make a movie about slaves. Oh, they're doing too much slave movies. You make a movie about gangsters. Oh, we glorifying this.
So
you can't win.
But here's my thing. So do you want us to tell our stories, or do you want someone else to tell our stories?
Great point.
That's why. I wish a lot of cats trying to ride the bandwagon would shut the fuck up, because real talk. It's like, so now it's like Tyler. All right, so Tyler wants to tell the stories about the abused mom, that rises to the top, or the abused person been through the relationship. Oh, Tyler Perry, talking about the same thing, whatever. Like, okay, look at this man's experience.
Yeah, exactly. Look at his actual life.
Look at his life.
His actual life.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
exactly.
so this is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Eminem talking about his mom with Munchausen syndrome. We don't want to hear about that. His girlfriend and his daughter Haley, blah blah blah. That's what he knows.
Yeah.
So what you rather Eminem do is talk about Cristal and running around with Bloods and Crips when that wasn't his lifestyle.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what do you want? You want the truth from his experience in life? All right, so he's not going to talk about something he didn't do. I respect artists that don't talk about something they never lived.
True.
Exactly.
I'm shocked at Torres.
So yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
surprised.
Yeah.
God's movement, God's Transformers movement, and Chad said, "True Smooth." I have a question. So is he speaking out against Will because Will Smith have a big following? He wasn't complaining about gangster rap, but Denzel playing a crooked cop or Holly sex scene.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at Torres. I like Torres. I'm a fan of his writing and everything.
I'm rocking him,
but he getting a little
but
soft in it too.
You got to be realistic to what's been going on forever.
Yeah.
Forever in the hip hop game. Like just for him to say that, just man, I'm starting to question certain things. I'm like, come on, you concerned about Will Smith's Nicky Barnes biopic idolizing gangster drug dealers? What are you concerned about? That hasn't been done forever.
FYI, it's really not the movies that make people want to hustle. Because if you live in a certain area where there are hustlers right out, you walk out your door and you see somebody who got money, they got a nice car, they got the girls, they got the good clothes. That's going to make you more than what you watch on TV, because that what you see right there in front of you you feel is more attainable than some actor or some movie role of somebody you might not be able to reach that level. But if you go outside and you see somebody, they got the car you want, they're getting the girls you like, they got the new Jordans, they got that. That's the one who's going to be influencing more than what's on a movie screen or on a TV. That's just my opinion.
And I like what you said earlier. The end of the day, stay and watch the whole movie, because half of them
don't end up where you want,
or they dead. So how's that inspiring somebody all the time?
Well, even
I get it.
Look at Scarface though. But even though he ended up shot up and dead, he's still a folk legend hero in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
FYI, people, Scarface wasn't a real person.
No,
so
he wasn't. Exactly.
No, I'm just letting people know. So
but you can't tell people that.
Say that again. Fuse.
Okay.
No, he was a movie character. He wasn't a real person.
Absolutely.
Like Scarface.
Okay. So Al Capone.
That's who they.
You mean
that's
the
who
character. You mean Al Pacino's character?
Al Pacino, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie star. I'm not talking about Al Capone.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about he talking about the movie. I'm not talking about Al Pacino, who was Scarface in real life. I'm talking about that movie.
I got some history with that shot that you just showed of Nicky Barnes.
This one?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like I said, the crazy thing about that shot, he knew he was taking. At this time, this pictures will infamously got him attention from the president of the United States. That picture right there, his wife. That's a red, white, and blue tie. A lot of people don't know that. His wife at the time told him to wear that because he wanted to stand. He was trying to look at that point in his life
presidential.
Not that, but here's the funny thing: he was trying to look businesslike because he wanted at that time to portray an image of being a businessman.
Yeah,
theoretically he was a street businessman, but he was getting into business at that time.
He was in a New York magazine with that. He posed for that picture.
Yeah, he posed for it,
for that cover and that title,
and he knew. Yeah, he posed for it.
Yo,
watch him ball. Listen, man, I usually don't
to the fullest.
I don't promote it, but I'm gonna give Dame Dash some love. If you it's on YouTube for free.
Right.
Mr. Untouchable.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
That is literally him.
But you know how
before
funny
he
that
died,
is?
they got his face blurred. He's witness protection. He comes out and he talks about everything. He shows how they cut up weight. I mean everything. It's
just,
crazy.
It's just funny that you would pose on a New York magazine.
He knew it
and say Mr.
With the title.
with the caption.
He
Please
knew
say
it.
he might be the biggest drug dealer. Like right then it was you put a neon sign above your head and the government's like, look, he is feeling himself too much. The same reason like how John Gotti went down. They said, look, he started to feel himself too much. He's doing news interviews.
When people
he's
think they're untouchable,
he's making himself too big and making himself too glam. We got to bring because he's not staying in the background.
Yeah.
Same reason with that chinchilla coat with Frank.
Exactly. Going to the boxing match.
You drawing attention.
He was mad
to
as hell at his wife at that. His wife got him locked up.
Infamously, it's funny too about Nicky. You know why he ratted? And I'm sure everybody do.
Right.
It was over a woman. Because his
It's
crew
always
had the
over a
rule,
woman.
Exactly.
don't mess with nobody. When he went to prison, one of his boys had sex, and he said, you know what? I ain't getting back out. All y'all coming with me. We supposed to be boys.
Ain't nobody else gonna be
this is
screwing
our
us.
Exactly.
We gonna screw
And
each other.
It's sad, but it is what it is.
A lot of people say they meshed the stories together with Frank Lucas and
yeah.
Nicky Barnes with American Gangster. They say a lot of the ratting was really Nicky. It wasn't really Frank.
And it's what's interesting about that.
And I met Frank.
As far as what I've read, they really didn't get along.
Yeah.
They came up at the same time, and both of them wanted to be known as the Kingpin.
Yeah.
So if you spoke with Nicky, he was the man.
Yeah.
If you spoke with Frank, he was the man. Because in that same documentary, I'm telling you, Nicky went off on Frank.
Yeah.
They called him the country boy.
I met Frank Lucas when he was in the wheelchair, and this was at Marriott Hotel, and I met him. When I met him, he was surrounded by like 5 Italian guys. And he was with
Still
Italian
being
guys.
protected.
Yeah, and it was crazy because the instrumental cop that got him, Richie.
Yeah.
They became friends.
They became friends and all of that. So now what people don't know, just recently, like a couple weeks ago, Richie just got locked up. He's locked up now on charges.
Wow.
He probably go, Richie, listen, man, I could make you a lot of money. I'm talking about a lot of money.
No, Frank's dead. Well, Frank's
I know
dead.
he's dead, but I'm just saying.
But you know what?
Rich.
One other thing I got to say, a lot of these big time hustlers, the ones in the crack era that are they're doing hustling a different way. Now they did their time, some of them.
Wait, so the cop that got him is locked up?
He's locked up now. Yes.
Oh, please. The cop that
it's been all over the news.
The cop, there was a police officer that was down with Suge Knight. He's got a court case coming up. I forgot his name.
Yeah, they had all kind of jokers up in
I forgot his name.
in the police force.
Yeah, so it's crazy. But what I gotta say, a lot of these big time dealers now that they served their sentence, whatever, they hustle in a different way. Like if you look at someone like this guy named Brian Glaze Gibbs, he was a famous hustler that was down the Supreme Team. He got his own page now, telling everything, but he's doing it in a way where he's trying to help the youth. Like he gives seminars and
he
stuff,
don't want them to follow.
telling them exactly, and that's what a lot of them are doing now. I always say his name. Freeway Ricky Ross. Him, a whole bunch of them doing it that way.
Yeah, so Richie Roberts basically.
Richie, that's his name.
Yeah. He went from being a cop to a lawyer, and he got arrested for stealing money, from clients, from his clients. So he recently, over the past couple of months, was arrested. He's
loyalty.
He's locked up. Yeah,
no
he's locked
integrity.
up.
People is
shot, man.
I'm telling you something. If money keeps getting to the point where you get a foul president, that's what people gonna get money. They gonna make it whether legal or illegal. They gonna get it. It's just the way of the world.
No doubt.
Got anything else?
Listen, if you just joined us, you're on the Live in the Cipher show.
Hey.
All right, one of the most intelligent hip hop shows
That's
around.
a fact.
Yeah, that's good topics, bro.
The
Good
most
topics.
intelligent.
Yes.
Yeah, we talking about some things. I want to go into Dame Dash real quick. We could talk about Young Dro real quick because this is real quick. But yeah, Torre, bro, just take it down a little bit.
Agreed.
All right,
This
so
is the banana pudding thing?
Yo, I just heard about this. You heard about it
Now
already?
what?
I just read about
Oh
it.
my God, I didn't hear about
Okay.
Young Dro
I need to see this one.
heading to prison over banana pudding fight.
Wow.
Now listen now, because it gets kind of deep. But rap star Young Dro will serve 12 months.
Wow.
In 12 months, a year in prison after he threw banana pudding on his girlfriend. I'm mad they spelt it like that because my teacher would have got on me. But after he threw banana pudding on his girlfriend and beat her. All right. So rapper Young Dro has been sentenced to jail time for assaulting his girlfriend with banana pudding. According to legal documents, Dro was sentenced to 12 months behind bars after pleading guilty to one count of battery and family violence. He was ordered to serve 70 days, and he also got credit for 20 days already completed. Now, upon his release, he will serve out his 12-month sentence on probation and submit to a drug alcohol evaluation within 30 days of his discharge from jail. He also been ordered to undergo domestic violence counseling. Young Joe, real name Dewan Montreal Hart, was arrested in July after allegedly hitting his girlfriend during a dispute and shoving a plate of banana pudding in her face. His girlfriend didn't want to press charges.
Wow.
So now you got to go down for the pudding, bruh.
Hold a second. So his girlfriend didn't want to press charges. Who pressed charges?
The cops, the city cops.
It depends if he shoved the pudding in her face and say it made her nose bleed.
Oh my
it
God.
ain't up to the person no more.
Yeah.
If they come to your house and they see a scratch, I've been in a situation. I've been in a situation that at someplace else, and the two people got in an argument and physically they both were physical with each other. The cops came, and actually it was two girls, right? The cops came, and when we talked to the cop, and they was like, "Oh, we don't want to press charges on that," and he was like, "Well, you're bleeding." Yeah, I saw they had a scratch, like her nail got ripped and her hand was bleeding. He said, "Well, we see blood now. Now it's not up to you to not. You can't say.
Wow.
So now we have to take the person."
Wow.
Man, look.
So they took the person, and then actually the part went and actually got him out and whatever. But then they had to go to court and stop it. But if they see certain things, and like any physical marks, I guess, or scratches or blood or something like that, it's not up to that person no more. They automatically take you.
It's real.
Wow.
Because you don't want to say. Because some people might not say, I don't want to press charges, but they could be scared,
yeah, exactly.
and you leave them there, and all of a sudden you get a call back that the person's been murdered. Like you don't want to take that chance, so you just go to like we're taking you right away.
Can I make
y'all settle it out later?
Go ahead.
Public service announcement. Male celebrities. I don't care what field you're in. Singer, movie star, athlete. I don't even. Any male. Stop with this abuse. If you hit these women now, and you ain't even really got to hit them, they can just accuse you, and it can mess up your
life,
career and your money.
Going down.
That's all I want to say. Because it seemed like nobody learns. It seemed like in the NFL, we all know allegedly all the things that are going on, but it seems like every athlete, after seeing what happened to Ray Rice, I would be on like hyper,
needles,
after seeing what happened with Chris Brown, I would be, if I was a singer, I would break up with you.
Look, I would say
before
this.
I would want to hit you. Go ahead.
Everybody,
Exactly.
keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself.
I don't know what goes on behind people when they one-on-one in that room. People can provoke people. People can hit you first. Anything like that. Everybody keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, that's my golden rule.
Because if one's a superstar, whether it's the woman in a relationship or the male in a relationship, when it hits the news, it hits the media,
Exactly.
it's always that person's gonna get the brunt of the blame because
Absolutely.
they're the ones that
Gonna go
everybody
left.
knows. So who knows what goes on behind closed doors? Who started it? Who might have whatever happened? But everybody just keep your hands to yourself. There's no need to put your hands on anybody.
It goes.
Shout out to Solange.
And if you feel like you want to, and see, this is my thing. And
got
I'm
a
glad
jab
you brought. I'm glad
in
you
the
brought that
elevator.
up because
If you
people
the
will
sucker punch
celebrate. People will celebrate that incident and laugh about it and this and that. But if Jay would have
he would've
hauled off and broke her nose,
Exactly.
they would say he's wrong.
You'd have got roasted.
Or if it would have been the opposite way around,
Yeah.
they'd have been killing him and he'd have been canceled.
Yeah.
But because it was her, it was all everybody. Oh yeah, look at it. She did this to him.
Yeah.
No, it's still assault.
It's assault.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Listen, we live in a cancel culture right now.
If you
yeah,
I ain't going on it.
this is the cancel culture.
I know what you're going to say.
we-
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of things go down. So anyway,
Keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself. And your feet.
yeah, we
If you feel the need to hit somebody, if y'all feel the need is getting physical, both of y'all walk out of the room. Go for a walk.
You know somebody flip it. Well, they just said keep your hands. They ain't say nothing about your
That
feet.
is true.
Do not physically assault anybody with an object or any part of your
Of
body.
your physical body.
It's just
Walk
crazy
out.
out here, man.
Go for a walk. Go for a drive.
It's just insane.
Go to the gym. Like release that anger somewhere else because it's not worth it.
no doubt. Shout
That's
out
funny.
to I forgot the shit actually retweet from at Stormer BKS1. I meant to retweet that to at BKS1 Radio
Hot as hell.
ENT on Twitter and Periscope. The next story up, we're gonna talk about Dame real quick.
Yeah.
So Dame Dash reportedly argues his $56,000 income is too low to cover child support. His $50,000 income per year is too low to cover child support.
Not Ball and Dash.
Do you believe that?
So now, while Kanye West's pre-tax earnings total $150 million and Jay's total in $81 million over a 12-month period, fellow Rockefeller Records alum, I like how they said that, Damon Dash does not seem to be doing as well financially right now. TMZ reports Dame filed legal documents in order to modify his child support obligations to ex-wife Rachel Roy. According to the website, the businessman's adjusted gross income in 2018 was only around $50,000, while Roy earned roughly $500,000.
Wow.
It appears Dash originally agreed to pay $6,000 a month in child support for 19-year-old Ava and 11-year-old Tallulah. Reportedly, 48-year-old New York City native is requesting to stop payments for Ava since she is now older than 18. Damon Dash and Rachel Roy have been battling over child support issues dating back to 2015. Earlier this year, Dame turned himself in to New York authorities for supposedly being behind about $400,000 in child support, which also includes alleged late payments to Cindy Morales, the mother of his son Lucky.
Wow.
The way I have things set up is that when the money would go into the Rachel Roy company, Rachel would cut the checks. We all moved to LA, and all of a sudden I got warrants, so I wasn't there to answer, said Dash in March. I didn't realize no one had been paying the child support.
Public service announcement.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Okay.
Black women. Can we get better at naming our children? I'm hearing some crazy names. But that being said, shout out to Dame too, because I'm gonna say something. And a lot of people don't like Dame because he's kind of cocky and braggadocious. Yeah. It must have took a lot for him, and for some reason I still don't believe this, because I think they know how to work with lawyers and kind of duck and dodge and hide money. For him to come out and say that, I got to give him some love on that. He's trying to be humble. I think he's trying to change his life.
That's what you think?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. Okay. All right. So I'm
gonna give him some love.
Well, good luck stopping the child support for the one who's 18.
Yeah,
because if she's in college, I think that still 26. Goes on.
But can't they make it? Can't they reverse it? Like reverse it, but
they can reduce it if they want. But they can reduce it once they look at how much he's making, and if it's true he's making.
Oh, really?
If it's true he's making $56,000, the courts can reduce it, because you can't.
But he's still.
But he's making so much.
But those rears you still owe.
The rears you still owe, but you can't keep up $6,000 a month if you're only making $56,000. Exactly. You're paying more than what you're giving out all your income.
Yeah,
it's up to the mother to reduce it,
and she's making way more money than him.
It's up to the court.
If he's making 56,
tell me it's up to the mother to reduce it, bro. I got mine reduced.
If
how's
said one
up
thing
to the mother?
Because it's up to the mother.
Income.
It's up to the mother.
Okay.
The mother could go in and say whatever. The mother could go in and stop it. The mother could go in and, get it reduced.
But
I know this.
But if he petitions the court and shows that he's only making $56,000, and she says I don't want to reduce from $6,000, he can't physically give her that money, so he might well not pay her nothing then.
Exactly.
Well, Naga's got his reduced.
Yeah, the mama could reduce it if she wanted. The mother has the upper control, the upper hand when it comes to that whole situation.
And that's sad.
Yeah, she can reduce it without going to court, because she can say I need to be reduced. But if he petitions and shows he's making $56,000 and they ask him for $6,000 a month, you can't keep that up.
I can't give you what I'm not making.
Because at $56,000 a year, you're only making what? $4,000 a month?
Maybe.
So you're not keeping up with $6,000. So I might well not pay you at all then. Then I'm just going to go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can go in, the mother can go in, she could write a letter, or she could go in and be like, okay, well, listen, he only can afford X amount, such and such. He's doing this, he's doing that. What I need him to be able to give me is just $500 a month, or just $1,000 a month. She can go in and say that. All right. I've got when I was in the system, I've got mine reduced multiple times because of the mother, and then I got it dropped, because of the mother.
So when does it officially stop? Once the child is no longer dependent after college?
If they're in college, you're going to pay.
What about medical school? Let's say they went to college.
If they're in college,
Jeez.
You paying?
No, I don't think the whole time. I think it's up to 26.
Well, if you go to medical school, you can be out by 2026 if you go straight when you're 18.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Now-
interesting, man.
Now, if they got assistance, here's the flip side. If they're in college and they got assistance, and then, they show paperwork. Okay, well, no, scholarship's paying for this, and scholarship's paying for that, whatever like that. And then they try to get money. Then the judge is going to be like, well, no, this is paid for by a scholarship, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. So we're going to offset this by a certain amount or whatever. So, again, it's all about what information is presented.
Oh, you definitely have to
the
have
courts.
your information to present
to the courts, and
Yeah.
then what the
Paperwork.
mother, again, is trying. If the mother is playing hardball or whatever, she can make your life very difficult.
Incredible. Incredible.
That's all I have to say about that. She
I'm
can make your
snitching
life
on the
very
mothers.
difficult. You stupid.
Snitch on them.
Let's read this. Let's see. I know we got some comments here. Carla said, "Humble. I think he's just trying to decrease child support."
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm rocking. I agree with
It's
you.
kind
on
of
that.
like a business decision for him right
no,
now.
it's contingent upon the state. Yeah, that's right. She's right about that too. It's contingent upon the state. New Jersey,
Okay.
Yeah.
totally different than California.
Yeah.
The two different. New York is different than Jersey.
They're all different.
Yeah, so definitely contingent upon the state. I agree with that 300%, Carla.
I'm going to work off the books. I ain't got no income.
Well, that's what a lot of jokers do.
What's this other part? Because I didn't really get to this part. It said he continued. When I finally realized what happened, I was like, "Yo, I don't have nothing to do with that." She cuts her own checks, and I had just given my son's mother $150,000 to buy a house. So how am I having warrants? I just gave $150,000, and I just gave the other $50,000, and she's in control of her own checks. Now, here's where he went wrong with that.
He confused
Because
me.
if you go outside
Yeah.
of what the judgment was, and you do something on your own,
That's
that
on
is
your
on
own. Exactly. Yeah.
That is on you. So that's where you went wrong,
Don't
bro.
expect her to credit that.
Wow.
That's where you went
Really?
wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, come
That's a
on, man.
fact.
You could be the nicest guy in the world.
No,
Say,
you got to
know
put
what?
everything through the court.
I was
Yes.
about to say,
Once
he
you're in
could've
the
did that
system,
through the
everything
courts.
needs
I was
to go
about
through the
say
system.
that. He could have did that through the courts,
Absolutely.
and it would have been credited for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me read this. What this comment saying.
Damn, man.
No,
Main
it's
reason
real.
I don't have kids, not to deal with dads who will not help raise their kids. No, thank you. Sam Sweets Wilson.
Gave her
What up,
$150,000
Sweets?
to buy a
Yeah,
house.
main reason I don't have kids, not to deal with dads.
Actually
who
gave her
don't help raise
200
their-
because he
no,
said he
thank
gave her the other 50.
Man, look.
Here, Your Honor.
Sam Sweets Wilson said, "Wow, I just left a child support convention. Didn't even know that existed." A child support convention. That's crazy. Listen, phone lines are open. Call in 646-233-1302. All right. So further Dame Dash news. Further Dame Dash news. Let me try to find it right now. Okay, so we was talking about the whole situation with Dame Dash apologized.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so he apologized to Leo Cohen, I think Jim Jones, Jay-Z.
Oh, wow.
All of that. And this was back in February. But then recently, he's going in on Jay again. So I don't know where to...
I take that back. Thanks, Dave, for making me look bad on that.
Yeah. So this is basically what he had to say in reference to his apology. And shout out to Funk Flex, because actually Funk Flex had posted this up and made a comment to him. He said he think that was very noble of him, basically, and Funk Flex own, in his own way of saying it, that was a good thing. Him, stepping up, being a man, and apologizing.
New York.
So what y'all think about this? Listen to the apology. Would you consider this an apology? Listen to the wording.
All right, let me hear it.
And I know Fuse. Listen to the wording he used for this
Okay.
apology. All right. We're going to run the clip right now. You know you at the Live in the Cipher Show, DKS1 Radio, man. Short Fuse. Chillers keep it real. Smooth P. What's going on in general? Here we go.
So Jay-Z, if I've offended you, I apologize. Leo Cohen, if I offended you, I apologize. Steve Stout, if I've offended you, I apologize. Just because you don't have the same morals and principles, it's cool. I'm not angry no more. I called Jim Jones today, and I was like, I miss him. I don't know, y'all know it, but I miss him. As a brother, I love his family. I want him to be happy. And Jay, you know, the friendship we had was cool, man. I just miss it. But whatever he doing, but I'm cool with it, bro. I'm sorry, man. I wasn't myself for a second. Ali had me fucked up. And Biggs, I'm sorry, bro, if I offended you. Whatever you doing, I'm with it. I love you, man. And I know you're mad at me, but whatever. I'm sorry. I can admit it. You know, when I make some money, I'll send you something. So, Jay-Z, if I've offended you, I apologize. Leo Cohen, if I offended you, I apologize. Steve Stout, if I've offended you, I apologize.
Apology or no, or that wasn't apology. Was that a great apology? No. Or was it not?
He was good until he was like, I'll send you some money.
He was good until he said, I can't expect y'all to have the same morals. What'd he say?
Yeah. Y'all have the same morals. I can't expect you to have the same morals as me.
It's all right.
But I'm not mad anymore. Like, no. Yeah, no, that's not really an apology. That's an apology, and still I'm gonna throw a jab at you.
Yeah.
You know who did that ghost? I know this is sports. Ben Roethlisberger when he apologized to AB.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Washington did. When I said the same thing to Washington, he took it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's an apology, but I'm still gonna throw a jab at you.
You when you apologize, you shouldn't
be humble.
You got to be humble with it and come straight up and like
at the end of it. But like, why even put?
When I make some money, I'll send you some.
But no, but my thing is this: is like, so is that what the beef like? Do you owe him money?
Oh, man.
Like, why would you even need to say that at the end?
I really wish that I could get a straight up interview with Jay-Z, like and he just said, "Yo, whatever y'all want, I'm gonna tell you the 100% truth." I would really like to know what was the decision at what point caused him to say, "I'm done with Dame."
Yo, well, you know,
he won't ever give you that. He's not gonna.
He'll never say it. He knows deep down inside,
because everybody who needs to know knows they gonna feel. You might get that from. You won't get it from Biggs, because Biggs ain't giving no interviews about that. He's doing his own thing.
Yeah,
those type of guys are the ones that are not gonna say nothing.
Arguably,
Dame might come out with a reason. You don't know if it's like be the actual factual reason or just his perception of it. But he'll be more likely to say what happened than the other two.
That dynasty,
because he's more of the talker,
was incredible, man. Arguably, like, we had some great hip hop dynasties that just fell apart. I mean, if you go for whether it be criminally or whether it be internal decisions dealing with the business, you can go say Death Row. You can say The Rock. Even though Rockefeller is still going through Jay by itself, but you know what I'm saying, when they were the original team.
Rock actually got new artists.
Yeah,
Death Row was just a bunch of established artists.
Yeah,
like, so you basically got an all-star team together.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm
saying. Like, but Rockefeller, you didn't know nothing about. Oh man, what's this dude? The one from Philly.
Beans?
Nah, you didn't know about Beans. You didn't know about Freeway. They didn't have names. You didn't know about the Young Gunners. You know what I'm saying? They brought, like, they went and got actual, like, up and coming people.
Yeah.
But when Death Row established, you had Dre.
Yeah.
You had Snoop.
Yeah,
you had
people
Pac.
who was out there.
Then you had the Dog Pound, who was. But see, they all known.
Yeah. But you know the inner workings of why they broke up, because of that illegal behind the scenes, gangster stuff.
Right.
But it's still, nonetheless, I'm just trying to think who else may have broken up. It was a great clique.
Hot Boys. Cash Money.
Yeah, another one.
Definitely.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Man.
Definitely.
It's a great point. You want to say
it's a new clique out right now. They on Griselda Records. Benny the Butcher, 38
Oh yeah. Buffalo
Conway.
Crew. Buffalo. They down rock now.
They putting out so much music. I don't know. I haven't really find. I don't think signed to a management deal, whatever the deal is, but they are putting out a lot. I mean,
J.
a
Cole,
lot of music.
His little quick click is doing stuff too.
Well, yeah,
right.
Dreamville, yeah, and TDE. You got Kendrick's Camp.
You know, blowing up. I'm seeing him everywhere. Baby.
Yeah.
Baby is the truth.
Yo,
man.
that verse with that song, I forgot.
He got a new album out. His album drops this Friday. His album drops Friday, I believe.
He's dope.
He got the one song I called the intro, which is deep. Y'all should when you get a chance to listen to it. But I like the baby. I'm a huge fan.
And he shoots people and get away with it.
Because he's
within that law, man.
Yeah,
he's within the law. And he ain't a sucker. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Now here's a dude, and use him for example. One of the things I want to say, he ain't claiming gangs, and he just being himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Try him.
Because I tell you when I had a lot of respect for when I really not the Walmart incident, but the one when he was down in Atlanta.
Oh,
And he
when
basically
he
told
was shooting the video,
he was
by
like
himself.
Yeah, you know I got checking with nobody. I'm just here shooting a video. You know, basically.
Yeah.
When did that start, bro?
Checking in?
Yeah,
it's always been going on. That's
like
when
did LL and Run DMC them have to check in when they had the Bud Fest back then?
Yeah, probably. You probably just didn't talk about it.
Yeah, there was no
but if you
media
think even it came up in the Tekashi trial, because that's how they say it all started when he went to Houston and he wasn't allowed to perform in Houston. Because he said people from the record label was mad that he didn't check in, and that's why he came up and said that's why they said they robbed the people from Rap A Lot in New York City when they caught it on video. So and he said it all started from not checking in. It goes on, it still goes on, but most people don't call it checking in. You just be like, all right, I'm just gonna reach out to people I'm cool with.
But I'm wondering, what does that detail? Checking in, does that detail? Hey, I'm gonna give you a couple grand to watch my back. 20,000.
I mean, it could be anything.
No, they probably
it could be I could pay you for security.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be
not to get robbed.
I mean, you need anything?
Yeah,
you're gonna get it through me.
Yeah, basically.
Now, one last question. Not being naive, is that a form of
extortion?
Extortion, exactly.
Absolutely.
No.
Not if you friends.
If you
right?
tell a joker they gotta check in when you come here, I'm the shot caller here. If you come through here, you gotta see me. That's extortion.
It's not, because what you gonna do if I don't? Come see me? You gotta come find me.
Some jokers do.
Okay.
Well, if you got a show,
I would do a
if you
show,
got a show,
bounce.
they know where to find you.
But then again, Jay Prince's son knew the security, and if you remember when Tekashi was there,
they had all of his people. Was the security.
Oh my God, man! What is
But
this
he
world
offended
coming
everybody.
to?
You can't put people in Tekashi's cases. He offended everybody everywhere. He talked trash about everybody anywhere.
But that's why I knew he was a sucker, though.
But most people don't do that.
No,
most people aren't going to press nobody. I mean, if Jay-Z went somewhere or Drake went somewhere, and they ain't check, who gonna press him?
I wanted if Freddie Jackson
How about
had to check in.
you, so you think Jay-Z ain't checking in with nobody?
It don't have.
That's
He
interesting.
probably did, and it didn't come across as checking in because I'm sure he went to L.A. He reached out to certain people.
Yeah.
And plus, it's just almost like it's a self-preservation thing.
It's crazy.
You're going to reach out and be like, all right, I'm out here, and just to let people know, because you can't move in certain cities like you move in your own
he
city.
Can. I'm sure the security team that he has right now.
I'm talking about when he was rapping, when he first came out with the first album.
Yeah.
When you're not moving with the same security he was moving out when.
True.
Michael Jackson had to check in.
You said Michael Jackson.
Yo, Mike, you got to give me 50,000.
Biggie went to California, and he couldn't get out the car.
Yeah.
In the Bay, because he had some word with E40.
Yeah,
and he had to call him, and then all of a sudden he can't squash it.
Yeah.
So it happens.
They was gonna kill them.
So you kind of just be like, "Yo, you just let people know."
But that wasn't behind that though. That was behind lyrics.
Right. But I'm saying But if he'd called him when he went out there, maybe he'd called somebody else. It wouldn't have went down.
Judge Mathis got to check in.
Shout out to Milkbone on checking.
Peace.
Milkbone.
What's good?
Next time you come to the station, check in with me,
checking
boy.
in just makes it seem like it's so like I'm chumping you.
And congratulations to Milkbone.
Yeah,
Yes,
congratulations to him. Yes, sir.
So I don't think it was probably called that back then. It's probably called that I'm just gonna reach out to some people in the city I'm cool with who I know can get things handled.
Spank.
Get things done.
Got to check in next time you come in here, baby.
Yeah.
A big spank.
I check in at Quick Check.
Oh yeah, real quick. So I was trying to go from the extreme to what we was talking about Dame.
Yeah, go ahead.
To the other video, where basically he went from apologizing.
To
saying that Jay-Z wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Right, so
I ain't hear that one. Really?
Yeah.
I know it's long in between, but here it is. Here's the clip.
I mean, everybody knows Jay ain't shit. Like that, everyone knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
it's
does
not
that surprise you at all? Because that seems particularly shady.
Listen, if you ask anyone in the industry, it's a common knowledge that Jay ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Define ain't shit for audience.
He's
here.
about the bag. You
Right.
know, we all know that. It's about he's self-preserving. Period. Like, you know, it's just that the people he does it to don't have like Beyonce next to him. They don't have that kind of a power. But you know, this dude here, everyone's looking. So I just think he kind of like, you know, like he used to do that shit. Like he's like, it's not even like a secret. You know, he do that shit to me with girls. Like, you know, he'll be like, you know, I'll be talking to a chick and I'll be like, yo, she asked me to do this, that, and the third. And he'd be like, I wouldn't do it. And then the next day he's wifed her. And I'd be like, oh, that's some funny shit.
Right.
You know what you're dealing with when you deal with Jay. You know, Jermaine Dupri, I feel like, you know, for me to talk, it's hard because I can't completely be objective, but it's the news of today. But I just think if you look under the hood, all the answers will reveal themselves. I mean, everybody knows Jay ain't shit. Like, everyone knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
it's
does
not
that surprise you at all? Because that seems particularly.
Girls, he talking about Aaliyah?
Jealous.
Because didn't they both date Aaliyah?
Yeah.
So who dated Aaliyah first?
Dang.
Jay dated Aaliyah?
I heard it was some shit about Beyonce too, but I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's why he said next thing he wifed her, so he probably was trying to highlight it first.
Damn, why Jay getting
She had a okay.
sloppy
That's,
seconds?
listen,
yo?
my thing is this, dude. Like, I ain't never me and none of my boys ain't never been attracted to the same chick, right? And one say something, and one of us say, "Well, I would," and he be like, "Okay, I ain't gonna do it." No, it was. We gonna see who gonna bag this chick. You know what I'm saying? So if you were naive enough to be like, "Okay, well, Jay said I shouldn't do it. I guess I ain't gonna do it," and then he played you for a sucker, and you was the sucker.
Man.
Knock it off. You can't be mad at him for you being a sucker and falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
My whole thing is like,
Come on, man.
once you make the girl yours, or
don't buy them shoes. I come in the morning with the bag. You be like,
here you go, baby.
yeah, once you make the girl yours, whether it's your wife, girlfriend, or whatever, then you respect.
Yeah,
but if you,
yeah.
I agree, Pete.
If it's on the
we
hunt-
walking in the club the same way,
Yeah.
if the girl pretty, she pretty.
Yeah.
All of us will be like, damn,
Yeah.
you see
Nah,
that? Whatever,
man.
whatever.
But if you snatch her up and
there's
you
a
back her,
code.
Yeah.
there's a code. There's
Oh yeah,
all
yeah. You
sentiments.
snatch her
There's
back.
a code. They even
Exactly.
if you bag
Once
her.
you know she my girl,
Absolutely.
my wife, I don't want to see you buying
Absolutely.
shit. I don't want to see you doing
nah,
some nice thing. You come to me and be like,
Absolutely.
blah blah blah, and you talk to me about it because that's not your responsibility.
Absolutely.
My girl,
Absolutely.
my wife is not your responsibility. No kind of way, no
I
how.
see. I'm different. If we all walked in a club and whatever the first person that said, "Yo, she's cute," and I think I'm gonna holler at her, whatever. I'm not trying.
Okay, if he
At
let
that
it
point,
be
it's
known,
over.
you saying your boy walking.
If somebody mentioned like, "Yo, I'm gonna holler," and
That's
I
fair.
see you talking,
That's
and,
fair.
and I like it, I'm not competing with my boy.
That's
For
fair.
a girl. That's to me because then it's always gonna be that
fair.
underlying feeling.
That's fair. So, but
Nah,
what
we
is
see
Dave
who gonna bag
basically
her.
saying that he would
Now, if
tell
it's just
Jay?
some jump off, you trying to hit, whatever, you can do that. But if you say you like her and you might have something you want with her, I'm not because there's always gonna be some
But
underlying
my
feeling.
thing, I don't know that from the beginning. I don't know none of that until we start vibing a little bit. If it's the
I'm
beginning,
not talking to the same girl
it's
as
the
my
jump
boy.
off. You know,
Not
it's
happening.
the let's see who gonna bag her.
That's not happening. I'm not talking to the same girl as my
So,
boy.
so,
yeah, I'm not doing the competition thing.
so Jay basically. So that's what I'm saying. Dane was like, "Yo, I want blah blah blah. I want to talk
That's
to her,
his
blah
side
blah
of
blah."
the story.
That's fair too. That's a good point.
She could have just not went after. He could have liked her,
Exactly.
and she
And
went and
she
chose him.
Thought he was whack.
And boom, because they maybe who knows? I don't know the whole story.
You know who
Maybe
else
she liked his
diamond?
attitude.
Who else got a channel now? He diamond everything out that he knew about the business.
Nick,
No, choke no joke, and he used to hang with them. Jay, maybe Jay was right to split all them dudes and leave.
Yo, my thing is,
Everybody talking about him. Except him. He's the only one that ain't open his mouth.
Exactly.
Everybody he used to hang
not
with on that
kicking
level
nobody's back
is
in.
kicking his back. Everybody.
But I'm saying he's not kicking nobody's back. He's
But
the
you
only
know
one
why?
not kicking him back.
Ain't jealous.
because who else you gonna talk about that's gonna get you clicks?
Yeah.
Everybody in that crew. Who you gonna talk about? That's gonna get if he could maybe talk about Dane, he might get clicks. But everybody who's in Rockefeller from like the artists, if only one is gonna really give you a lot of people and a lot of attention, it's gonna make you go viral, is if you bring up something that Jay did.
True.
Because he's the bigger person right now. He's married to Beyonce, got an NFL deal. He's one of the first ones to be close to $1 billion as a hip hop artist. So he has the name. So who else you gonna talk about that's gonna make people come to your
And shout out
Your
to
channel.
him.
But he's done all that. Don't be mad at him because he did it.
But that ain't even. It's the point of now. It's
That
all
is
of-
the point,
It's all
though.
the point of going viral.
And give
we don't even know what they're saying is true. This is just whatever they're saying is people just want attention, they want views, they want clicks. And what am I gonna do? I need to say something that's gonna draw people in.
But it just makes you seem salty and a hater.
Petty. But they don't care. People want to go viral at whatever expense.
And that's why he makes $56,000 a year now.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about this other guy who's talking.
And shout out to Jay, because Jay
that's
even...
what he's saying. He makes $56,000.
Jay,
I don't even know if that's true. I didn't see the man taxes.
They gonna pull them taxes.
Yeah, it might be true. Might not be true. You could hide money.
Jay mended bridges. He mended the bridge with Jazzo.
Yeah, Nas.
So Jay grew up. I give him credit. Go ahead.
All right, so real quick. So another man got arrested for Mac Miller's death. Gets caught with guns and silencers.
And a prescription notepad.
Jeez. Another man has been arrested and charged in connection with the death of rap star Mac Miller. Police in Lake Havasu, Arizona, arrested a 36-year-old man named Ryan Rivas Monday, September 23rd. The DEA put Rivas in cuffs after they searched his home after an investigation into his role in Mac Miller's death in September of 2018. Now, the search turned up prescription-only pills, a physician's prescription pad, drug paraphernalia, and some marijuana. The cops also found an assortment of guns, a silencer, and a large amount of ammunition. Rivas is charged with fraudulent schemes and artifices, possession of marijuana, possession of prescription drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, weapons, misconduct by prohibited possessor, and manufacturer of a prohibited weapon. He is being held on a $50,000 cash-only bond and was transferred to the custody of the Mojave County Sheriff's Office. Ryan Rivas is the second man to be arrested over Mac Miller's death. Earlier this month, Cameron James Petit was busted in Los Angeles and sent to jail with no bail for supplying the rapper with a cache of pills which contain deadly amounts of fentanyl.
Well, you can put A and B together to find out how you got caught.
Yeah.
So, snitch. That is crazy. So if you hustling now,
but my thing is like because I'm not even know the dealer who sold the drugs to him, who they arrested the first time, might not have known he had contaminated pills with fentanyl.
Fentanyl, yeah.
Because I don't know if it doesn't seem like it's a good business practice to give somebody something that can kill them easily. Like you want to repeat business.
Customers,
so it probably went all down the line. Man,
as high as these addicts want to get now, they be like, "That's the bomb."
Yeah. Don't do the bomb.
And next thing you know, people, what? That was that good? I want some of that. You be killing everybody. Be a line of dead people.
Yo, Joker was dead. Yo, what did you give him? I want that.
What was that? I'm gonna get you sucker.
That's what they said. It happens a lot with heroin because you wanted to get it as close as pure as possible because you get a super high.
Yeah,
but
heroin, not
fentanyl. It don't take a lot.
Of
fentanyl to kill you.
Michael Jackson.
And I forgot what one it was. They did a raid somewhere, and a cop had died because I think they got the powder on his shirt.
Oh wow!
Really?
Oh, was that potent?
Yeah, he wiped it with his hand.
Wow!
And it gets through your skin. Like you don't take a lot. Like look, it's a very small amount of fentanyl that can kill somebody.
Yeah. And when you mix it with some other stuff, it makes it even worse. And that's what a lot of kids were doing.
It was
Wait, people were purposely mixing and trying to get high?
Mix with other,
you got to do
not knowing, because they're not chemists, so they don't know that you mix these two things together and the effect that it's going to have. Man. Like, people who get high just want to get high. They want to get as high as they can get. And,
people still sipping syrup. They still doing the codeine? Probably.
Yeah.
These drugs now, man, I'm not trying to be funny. When I was younger, and I'm keeping it funky, I know coke, heroin, speedball. Now they got it's the prescription drug.
Well, you can't cop overdoses from touching fentanyl.
Jesus,
you gotta remember, Jokers were doing dip jammies back in the day too. Smoking, they still was doing. They was doing that again, smoking embalming fluid.
I don't want no.
I'm gonna read the story.
Nothing that absorbs.
After arresting 2 men in a drug bust, Ohio police officer Chris Green returned to the Eastern Liverpool Police Department to fill out the necessary paperwork, while another officer pointed out a white powdery substance on Green's shirt. He wiped it off without giving it a second thought. An hour later, he passed out. Wow. Green had overdosed on fentanyl, an opioid so potent it can be absorbed into the body just by making contact with the skin. The drug is 50 times stronger than heroin and 100 times stronger than morphine. It's also leading to a steadily increased rate of overdose deaths.
Why would anybody ever want to take something like that?
People want to get people want to get that high.
But I mean, if he died from just touching the dust, how do you
people who are addicts
that?
and they take heroin know they can die at any time they shoot up. The draw is I want to be that high. Is more of that draw is stronger than you saying I want to live.
I don't like that feeling.
Man, listen, I don't.
But no, that
know
was
that feeling.
I mean, a guy working brought
Jesus.
that up, and I knew it was fentanyl is terrible, man.
Listen. I've been drunk to the point to where I didn't like how I felt from drinking too much.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've never been a drug head, nothing like that. But from drinking too much, I'm like, I'm feeling a certain type of way, and I'm like, I don't like this feeling. You ever start praying and like, Lord, if you just get me through this,
I'll never do this
blah, blah,
again.
blah. I've been there. I don't like that feeling. So just imagine touching something that's going to absorb through your skin and get you high.
That's scary.
And yeah, that's scary. T.I. In this last story tonight, T.I. reporting information about a missing female teenager. T.I. said, reporting information about a missing female teenager doesn't make you a rat.
Nope.
And I'm with him on that.
Absolutely. Clap that up.
Snitching has become a major topic in hip-hop over the last week. The conversation was sparked by Daniel Takashi 6'9" Hernandez, so his name is Daniel Hernandez, testifying against his former 9 Trey Bloods brethren in federal court. T.I. Harris was one of the many celebrities that voiced his opinion on 6ix9ine's decision to work as cooperating witness with prosecutors in order to lighten the potential 47 years to life sentence in his own racketeering firearm case. T.I. even connected Tekashi's situation with rumors that he became an informant after being arrested on weapon and drug charges. The thing that really hurts my feelings when cats have suspicions about me and how my case worked out and how I got down in such a downward departure and put that on me. Tip told Big Boy's neighborhood, my paperwork is available. Anybody who ever want to see it, my plea agreement, you can pull up my court minutes. All you need is my name, my birthday, is public record. Ain't no secret snitches.
Nope.
Yeah, let me tell you something, man. If I knew there was a missing female, and then I suspected a neighbor or somebody down the street was harboring this missing young lady, little girl, whatever like that, you mean to tell me none of y'all snitching? I'm snitching.
Well, it ain't snitching. I'm calling the police.
See, that's not snitching. No, snitching is when you say something to get yourself off.
Exactly. That's snitching. If
I didn't help kidnap her,
if I didn't help kidnap her, I'm not snitching.
Right.
If we kidnapped her together and had her in the basement and I wouldn't call the police, then I'm snitching. If I see you got a girl tied up in the base, first of all, I'll probably go get you myself before calling the police. But I'm gonna call the police. That's not snitching.
Right. Sean Sterling said, "Good evening, fellas. When was it ever cool to be a junkie?" I don't think nobody here said that.
No, absolutely not.
Run back the conversation. We're talking about fentanyl and all of this.
Yeah.
And
Hell no,
these different things based on the Mac Miller. So if you walked in on the prior tail of the conversation, you didn't hear the whole thing. We're talking about Mac Miller's, the alleged people that
aided in
his death, by giving him the drugs where he overdosed. Yeah. That's what we're discussing.
Yeah.
So you probably walked in on the tail end of the conversation.
Never
cool to be a junkie.
Nope.
One last question about snitching.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a hustler, you're a rival. You're a rival hustler on the other side of town, but I want to take over your territory.
That's snitching. You pulling a belly.
I tell the cops where you are because I'm ready. Because I want you to get caught. I want you to get caught so I can come in and take over your shit. Am I a snitch?
Yep, absolutely. And you're
a businessman.
You're actually the worst kind.
Why don't you go strong arm it?
Yeah, there you go.
Because I'm being smart. Why don't I run out of bounds and prolong my career instead of taking hits on the football field? Same thing.
Yeah.
My thing
No,
is like
you're right.
this.
You're right. Just be smart, be a snitch. That's cool.
So that's
You
what
cool
I'm
with that?
So that's
Yeah.
a snitch.
No, you cool with it? Go
I'm
ahead.
just trying to get
You a snitch,
definitions.
man. No, you cool with
That
it?
is snitching, yes, sir. It
Okay.
is.
You cool with it?
You are a snitch.
Damn, man. I'm gonna figure out a way not to snitch. I'm gonna figure out a way that the streets
Chill.
gonna
Just
say
you a
it's all right.
snitch, man. It's okay.
If you were
I'm
in
Be
the
honest.
streets,
Just be true to yourself.
Oh, I am. I say openly. I'm gonna
in
tell.
the streets,
I'm ratting
and
everybody
you
out.
were doing wrong, and you tell because you got caught. That is snitching. If you tell on somebody doing the same thing that you're doing because you want them to get caught, that is snitching.
I want to take over that territory.
You know what? I want your house. I'm gonna go throw some keys of coke in your basement. Call the cops.
Call
They
the
come
police
take your house.
and
Then
get it on a seizure.
then I'm going to the auction
Exactly.
and I'm
Get
gonna buy
on the
your house
auction.
from you.
Exactly. At dirt low
That's
prices.
a business move. I want the house.
I'm gonna be like, that's genius.
I always like
it's
that.
not.
But I'm gonna make sure you put up a fence, paint, and do some upgrades first before I drop the keys of coke in the
Yo,
basement.
chill. You should remodel this. Yo, I think you should put a pool in the backyard too. You go remodel it, all that shit. Word. Okay.
I'm gonna be like, yo, clean up this powder. By the way, it's fentanyl. Let me
Call
get
I call the cops.
Listen.
Yo, you need to go check that house over there. Yeah, I was in the basement helping them remodel. Check behind the wall.
Shout out to
Come
the
on,
artists that sent music in. Listen, man, if you send music in, you got to call in. You got to call
funny.
in and be on the
Next week.
check-in, so we know you sent music in,
Yeah.
whatever, and we will run your joint and play it live on the air. All right, so live in the Cipher Show, we here every Wednesday night.
Yes, yes.
So make sure you check us out. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. Again, if you send music in, call in. I'm not just going to run it just like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. And, and sometimes we may just run it or whatever the case may be. So do we have music that was sent in that you want to run now? Fuse?
Yeah, we can run it next week.
Yeah.
Run it next week?
Run next week.
All right, so we're going to run it next week. Live in the Cipher Show. BCast One Radio. All right? So we're going to definitely check y'all out next Wednesday, man. But,
Yes, good show, people.
No doubt, no doubt. So, to sum it up, snitching.
Sum it up. Don't do anything with chill.
Don't.
You better not.
Snitching is
Facts.
not cool.
If y'all gonna do something around me, be good little boys, and don't let me see anything.
Don't, but yeah, like
I'm calling the
don't,
cops. I'm telling you now. I got cameras all around my house.
don't walk through the supermarket and eat a grape.
Oh man,
Ooh,
it's a
snitch.
joke.
That's-
None of that.
Wait a minute.
Well, you
Snitching
might
to
be able
get
to do that.
yourself off. According to the team,
He didn't pay for that.
snitching to get yourself off the situation is not cool. All right, but if you snitching like you again, in a case like T.I. was talking about, like a missing
that's
girl,
not
That's not snitching.
or whatever. Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
but he brought it up, so evidently he made
No,
reference to
because
it.
everybody have messed.
They-
everybody
they
has messed up
messing
what
it up.
snitching is.
Yeah, they messing
Yeah.
it up. I agree with you.
So he
Fuse.
said, reporting information about a missing female teenager doesn't make you a rat.
Doesn't make you a
That's
rat.
what T.I.
Absolutely.
said.
If I
All right.
snitch on a Ku Klux Klan meeting that's planning to firebomb a black church, is that snitching?
No. Are you a Klansman?
No.
If you're a
If you're a
Klansman,
Klansman,
it's
it's
snitching.
What if I'm? Okay. Speaking of that,
get it?
Yeah, I got you now. All right, I'm done. I'm done with my snitching questions. Yeah, I'm trying to get y'all, but y'all good, man. Damn, y'all good. All
Y'all
right,
know what
y'all.
it is, man. Listen,
Appreciate y'all.
We'll see
man.
y'all tomorrow, man. The Man Cave morning show.
See you tomorrow.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Come on out to TGI Fridays this Friday. We're going to have a good time. The official Friday Night Live. It goes down the happy hour mix. We rock everything from the classic to the current. So you're going to hear everything when you come out to TGI Fridays, located at Piscataway. That's 1315 Centennial Avenue, Piscataway, New Jersey. TGI Fridays, it goes down. We in the building. BCast in the building from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. We do what we do, man. Listen, half price appetizers and drink specials. It goes down TGI Friday. So listen, you're going to hear everything from club music, the house music, to old school hip hop, to the new hip hop, classic R&B, to the new R&B. You're going to hear a little bit of everything. You're going to hear your Afro beats music. You're going to hear everything at TGI Friday. So come on out and rock out with us this Friday. TGI Fridays in Piscataway. Happy hour mix, baby. Friday Night Live. It goes down. The BKS. All right. Salute.
Salute.
Peace. We out here.
Yo, man, it's got to be that real hip hop feel, man. Get these levels right. All right, something right.
You will now go back to when rap music had hard beats. When it was called hip hop.
Live in the Cipher.
Oh, Wednesday night, gotta get it right. Live in the Cipher, chills on the mic. You got cash, I'm worth it, pay me. You can't outfox me, so say that for Jamie. BKS1Radio.com. Hot like 5 kids, so ring the alarm. Got the industry corner with our own damn opinions. No Serato, it's authentic. When late night is spinning, the truth, the real. Hip hop ain't dead, and if it was, we resurrected it. It's back to the essence, the bare essential. Storm Norm is the leader, we call him the general. Smooth P and Ghost, we rate and review. So if you're scared to spit the 16, don't come through. Ooh. Represent the real hip hop. Represent the real hip hop. Represent the real hip hop. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the hottest hip-hop show on the net, live in the Cipher, baby. You got my man, Chill Mr. Keep It Real, Ladies Love, Smooth P, Short Fuse, DJ Late Night, and your man, Storm Norm the General, on BKS1Radio.com, where we represent the real hip-hop.